Good afternoon, Low VA Rates Nation. Keep stealing that one from our good friend Tim Lewis in sales. By the way, speaking of Tim Lewis, got to listen to part 2 of his Veterans Insight training that he gave to some of our sales staff down in Nevada today, and was very impressed with that. That said, here it is Friday. I'm not wearing one of my Low VA Rate swag shirts. As we mentioned, if you wear red on Friday, take a picture of yourself or a loved one. Take a picture, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, Twitter, what are the other ones? Instagram, you name it. If it's a social media site, you put a picture of yourself wearing red on Friday and then put hashtag Red Friday and then tag Low VA Rates. We will mail you some red swag. We have really good, cool red swag. As a matter of fact, one of our good friends, Kyle Fox, with an organization called Follow the Flag, made the CBS national news this past week and was wearing one of our Red Friday shirts. And it was interesting because we didn't know he was going to be on CBS. We're a #1 supporter of followtheflag.org. And this CBS special that they did on this really cool thing that Kyle and his organization did, he was wearing our shirt. And I got, I don't know, 8 to 9 different emails or phone calls from employees saying, oh my gosh, did you see this guy on national TV? He was wearing a Low VA Rates Red Friday shirt. And anyhow, if you want one, they're really cool. Now you know what to do. So let's get right into the point of today's video. We're talking about the 5 reasons to use your VA loan benefits, okay? So reason number 1, and these are not in any particular order. These are just the top 5 reasons that we feel you, eligible veterans, should be using your VA home loan benefits. Number 1, no down payment. Great time to be buying homes. As a matter of fact, I think new home purchases are close to an all-time high right now in the country. They're certainly much higher now than they were this time last year. And most economists and mortgage professionals feel that the demand for new home purchase is only going to continue to increase from here. So no down payment. Pretty simple. Number 2, no mortgage insurance. FHA loans have mortgage insurance. Conventional loans have mortgage insurance. USDA loans have mortgage insurance. VA loans do not. It's the only loan other than some obscure private loan that you might get from Uncle Joe or somebody else. You don't have to pay mortgage insurance and you don't have to put any money down. So that makes the monthly cost to owning the home much less for veterans than it would be for a civilian or someone not using their VA mortgage. Less than perfect credit is okay. We must mention this almost every single week, because here at Low VA Rates, we do not have minimum credit requirements. We have people tell us all the time, well, I was working with so-and-so, or I called this company and they told me I had to have a 640 FICO score, or I had to have a 620 FICO score. This is not a VA rule. This is a private lender's rule who decided that they were only willing to extend credit or give money to certain individuals. Okay, so they're basically judging you based on your credit. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Here at Low VA Rates, we follow the VA Lender's Handbook. We do not have any written guidelines that establish a minimum credit score. We look at other things in addition to your credit, as we've talked, and you can watch any of those videos on our YouTube page just by going to youtube.com/Low VA Rates, and there's lots of stuff about how the credit score works on a VA loan. Lower interest rates. Look, that's in our name, Low VA Rates. I guess we could have inserted low VA interest rates, but I think you get the point. VA loans in general have lower rates than conventional loans. If nothing else, that's certainly one of the benefits that you should be getting from your honorable military service. We help you here at Low VA Rates get even lower. It's our business model. It's what we do. We try to get you the absolute lowest rates, or we can pay you up to $250 as part of our lowest interest rate guarantee. Finally, closing cost reduction. There are lower closing costs on VA loans than there are on conventional loans in many cases. Not always. I probably ought to, follow the rules here and put a little asterisk. It's not always lower closing costs, but if set up correctly, here's what we really mean here. Number 1, when you're buying a home with your VA home loan benefits, the seller can cover up to 4% of your closing costs. There is a whole list in the VA Lender's Handbook of non-allowed closing costs, which means The VA will not even allow you, dear veterans, to be charged certain closing costs. Escrow fees, attorney fees, signing fees, notary fees, certain inspection fees. You can't be charged these fees. Certainly, if you were using a conventional loan, you would be charged all of those fees. So that is how the closing costs are reduced, because the VA is watching out for you. And also, here at low VA rates, we're only ever going to charge hard closing costs, meaning absolute closing costs that must be charged. We can't charge you junk fees, and even if we could, we wouldn't. It's not in our name. We want to keep your rates and your fees low. So I'm going to start wrapping up here. If there are questions in regards to the top 5 reasons to use your VA home loan benefits, I'm happy to answer them. But this was more of a matter-of-fact video today, and so maybe this is not something that's going to trigger a lot of questions. Remember, you can call the number that you see down below. You can chat with us live online almost any time during the day. We've got agents standing by to answer your questions. And you can apply online. We try to make it quick, easy, and fun for you to utilize your VA home loan benefits. And remember, always we're right on Friday. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. Any questions?
Brady asks, who is cooler, Superman or Batman?
Wow, Brady. I think Brady got me, 2 weeks ago? I believe this might be Brady up north in the beautiful country of Logan, Utah. I'm going to go with Superman, okay? Not really a Marvel Comics guy, but that's what I'm going to go with. By the way, any of our veterans watching in Texas, you have a wonderful state. I was down with my son in Dallas. We went to the Dallas Cowboys stadium. Amazing. You guys always do it right in Texas. Everything's bigger and better in Texas. I truly believe that after having gone to that game. And by the way, Dallas won. Happy birthday, of course, to the Marines. We happen to be celebrating Veterans Day also today. I am certainly glad I didn't forget that. Tomorrow is the actual Veterans Day, but as a country, we are celebrating it today, and hopefully all of you veterans were working or are working at an employer that gave you the day off. Relax, enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for your service, and happy birthday, Marines. Another question.
Mike asks, can a veteran have more than one VA loan?
You bet, Mike. Great question. We've got some videos on that topic also. I'm assuming here very quickly you'll see them pop up in the comments on this Facebook video, but you can. Matter of fact, the most I've ever seen one veteran have at one given time was 3. That's a stretch. I believe we're also going to be doing a segment here very soon on entitlement and how many VA loans you can have at one time and how that all works. It gets somewhat complex, but we will make it simple. But Mike, yes, you can certainly, number one, you can use your VA home loan benefits as many times as you want. Buy a house in the 80s, refinance it to a conventional loan sometime in the late 80s, then you buy a new home in the 90s, then you want to buy another home. You can use the VA home loan program as many times as you want, but I think your main question is, can I have more than one VA loan at any given time? And the answer is yes, you can. You just need to better understand how much entitlement you have existing before you go out and try to get your second or third home. Any others?
Christian asks, does age matter?
No, age does not matter. As long as you were old enough to have served in the military, so I believe you have to be 18. I wish there was a veteran here somewhere, or an active duty military near me. But I believe as long as you've honorably served sufficient time in the military, then you are eligible for a VA mortgage. Did get stumped today. I might have lost on that Superman versus Batman thing. Brady, why don't you tell us who you think's a better superhero or whatever you said. But nonetheless, please watch every Friday at the same time, 1:30 Mountain Standard. It's our live Facebook videos. Thanks for tuning in and have a great weekend.